Out of jealousy, his two friends conspired together to poison his drink while they were celebrating his return from the city with a car. He thought they were his childhood friends and never had an evil intentions towards him, but while he was in the hospital, he had thought deeply and understood that it was only his childhood friends that he drank with and had not eaten or drank anything outside. He was shocked that his friends could do that to him, but he didn't let them know that he suspected or felt that they were the ones who poisoned him. He fully recovered and was discharged from the hospital. He left the hospital and went back to the city without telling his friends. He cut communication with his friends and became more careful. He said to himself, I have no friends anymore and I'm okay with that. He now understood that your success can really make your so-called friends show their true colors. Either they are genuinely happy for you or they start envying you. Years went by and his friends were still in the village, drinking, smoking, and womanizing, while he was in the city working hard and making a lot of money. Many years passed and they all got older. He married a nurse and had a family, while his friends in the village didn't marry or even give birth to any child. They turned to drunkards, while he was a successful businessman. One day he returned to the village with his family, and his two friends came knocking on his gate. He opened the gate and saw them. They were looking sober. They fell on their knees and confessed how they poisoned him some years ago. They begged for forgiveness. He told them he had already forgiven them, but still had to be careful around them, since he still didn't trust them anymore. They were happy and promised him that they had changed. They told him how they wasted their youthful age in the village, and regretted not following him to the city to work when he told them to come with him. He welcomed them into his house and introduced them to his family. They were all happy. He asked them if they still had the energy to start a small business. They said they still could handle that. He gave them $20,000 each to start a business. They were surprised that he was still kind to them after everything they did to him in the past. They shed tears of joy and thanked him very well. Time had passed. They didn't use their time well, but at least they had another chance to do something meaningful with their lives. His friends truly opened businesses, but the problem was that they rushed into different businesses that they knew nothing about. They started drinking again, this time around. They started drinking expensive vodka and alcohol, no longer the local palm wine. They both bought cars and started womanizing again, by this time their friend, the man who gave them the money to start up a business, had already gone back to the city with his family. News reached him that his friends were misbehaving in the village. He was disappointed and called them on phone to confront them, but they denied it and said he was getting the information from people who didn't like their progress. After 3 months, they went broke again. They started selling everything they bought. They sold everything in their shops cheaper than usual, just to be able to sustain their bad habits. They later had nothing to sell again. They called their friend who was doing well in the city and told him to lend them some money. He was very angry with them and asked them what they did with the money they made from their business. They told him that their business was no longer doing well. He asked what happened and they explained that their business had collapsed. He was shocked. He told them how someone he had given lesser amount of money is now counting in millions, while they were broke and now begging. He reminded them how people told him that they were squandering money in the village, but when he confronted them, they denied it. He told them he thought they really changed before he hung up on them. He said he had regretted helping them and they have already chosen to be poor forever.